The thing about Blue Lock characters is that have this spunk to them. I'm sure you heard people talking about their egos for each different character, and they are right most of the time because their egos are what drive the characters to have these crazy philosophies and what makes them stand out in the show. Now, I can't talk about other sports animes and their characters except for, IQ. And I plan on watching more, but I think the special quality for Blue Lock is its core character. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about my favorite characters and why I like them so much, and why I think Blue Lock has probably one of the best well-written characters in anime, or sports anime at best. Before I get into that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because they've been YouTube been a little weird lately. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get straight to it. Whoa. Now let me say, this is kind of like a mini analysis with these characters, not like a big deep dive into these characters because we're gonna be here for a while. But I'm just gonna talk about why I like about them so much and why they stand out to me. So yeah, you got it? Good. All right, now let's start with Isagi, the main character, the puzzle solver, the goddamn protagonist, the menace, the everything you love about people in anime. That's Isagi right there, man. So let me begin with saying that this nigga is a mastermind. His come up and the way he's able to put pieces together needs to be goddamn studied. I mean study hard, because he's a character that I am constantly rooting for, because he is willing to bleed and die on that field to become the best striker. Isagi has that shonen-like traits, and I said this before, but I'll say it again. He has those traits, but then he becomes a straight-up edgelord with like a switch like that. I seriously like his different ways of finding different opportunities to score, and also able to find ways for the teammates to score too. Well, after the first few episodes, because everyone's trying to score their own to survive in the Blue Lock, and I know some of you may think that his inner thought process and him constantly thinking about different situations can be annoying, but I don't care. I like when Ayano Koji do it, and I like when Isagi do it, and I also like it because it takes away from the unrealistic situation in this anime. Because some sports animes, I'm not calling any names, but from what I've heard, that they have really unrealistic stuff that happens into it, and I feel like people said this about Blue Lock too. I think I said it before. I'm not sure if I did, but I know I was like, I hope it doesn't get that way, because I like the realistic sports animes and stuff like that, but not this fake fantasy stuff. Even though I know it's an anime, but I know it's just my taste and my personal style. But anyways, that end thought process debunks that is what I'm trying to say. And also one last thing, Isagi has these shonen-like moments that where every time he has like a goated moment and get ready to charge up to score a goal, and I'm talking about like first half of that anime, like they showed this, they represented this well. It was beautifully animated. The tension was there, and I was like, bro, it got me out of my seat and cheering for this nigga. I was screaming at my screen. This is why I call Isagi Himothy, because that nigga is simply him. Okay, now moving on to Gurumu. Moving on. All right, now moving on to Bachira. Let's quickly talk about the happy fella. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna like him at first, because I've seen this trait in other animes where like they act the same way, Bachira does, but like they kind of the antagonists of different animes, and it's like, oh god, I've been down this road. So I thought he was gonna be the antagonist in the series, but nope. Turns out he's a great supporting friend. Bachira is a little zesty, sneaky, ego monster type of guy who you want on your team for sure. But question, why does he does things like this? Like it's funny sometimes, but weird. He's just like does it out of nowhere. Like what? I like to do it between him and Isagi, and I could tell they're gonna be like Wayne and Braun or something like that in this show. And I know he has like monster thing inside of him, like the ego I was talking about earlier, but like I hope we see more of that in the anime, because they tease it a lot. So I hope we see that in the future. Well, one great thing about him is his dribbling skills, man. And that nigga could dribble like it's like goddamn Messi. Sorry, it's probably not like a right analogy for that, or a right reference to that. I'm not really a football fan like that. I called it football, so y'all happy? I do like the way he be crossing niggas, like be doing that. Like everyone be shocked how like good his dribbling skills is, and like man, shout out to Bakura, man. He's another great character, and he's definitely top 5 for sure for me. Now we have Kunigami, man. I think I'm gonna keep it a stat, man. He was my favorite for a while. I mean, all the way till like halfway through the series, he was my favorite. It's not because he looked exactly like Ichigo, come on, man. But he just has that charisma and spark. I like his determination to be the soccer hero, how no matter who's in the way, he would break through them and score the goal. You could low-key consider him like a Chad, but I really got high hopes for him, and I could see him definitely in the World Cup with Isagi as like another dominant force in the series. And plus, he's a good guy. Like, I remember I was one like Isagi's first friends. Like he came up to him and like legit told him the whole backstory and why he's in the Blue Lock in the first place, and how he's rooting for him to to see they both gonna win it together. I was like, bro, man, this is generally a good guy, because the rest of them, I mean, around like when the episodes was first coming out, I was like, Jesus, all these characters like goddamn crazy. Now this character surprised me the most. His episode made him go up on my list, and I'm talking about to the high spot too. Like he might be one of my favorite side characters in this show. I have a lot of favorites, as you can tell. I like his story simply because the realism aspect. I'm pretty sure everyone who had like a sports injury, a major one or a minor one, went through what Chigiri experienced mentally and physically. This, of course, changed his confidence and his way of playing. He would never try, and he would just watch the other guys go off, but he'd just be in the back, just sitting there and observing. I noticed that too, like in the first 3 episodes. I was like, bro, what is he doing? Like, do something, bro. I was thanks until Isagi and his aunt woke up the beast inside of him, and that nigga went off. That nigga showed off his insane speed and became Sonic the Hedgehog just like that. That episode was very well written and motivational and inspiring, and that is how you make a character important to the series, and I applaud the manga for that. And that was definitely my favorite episode in the series, easily hands down, top 5 honestly. So with the recent episode, we got to know this egotistical, selfish bastard known as King. Now I could make a separate video about this King mentality and why so many anime characters have this, but I know that 2 anime characters that have this in sports animes, and that is Kageyama from Haikyuu and Barou from Blue Lock. Now I talk a lot about Kageyama in these Haikyuu videos, so check those out please. But this is about Blue Locks, and now I'm going to talk about Barou. So Barou is actually treated as the bad guy in the show, which makes a lot of sense because, well, he's kind of an asshole too. So it makes sense because, you know, he's cocky and stuff, but he is very, very skilled. He could score like impressive goals no matter what, but goddamn, be a team player for God's sake. He's so selfish that he'd rather lose a match by not passing to anybody else, which is crazy, honestly. That is why he got humbled by Isagi in the latest episode, and I was very happy about that. He basically called him a donkey. Him and Nagi was going off. King was back there just fumbling the bag. But of course, once again, I'm an anime only, so who knows how much his character's gonna go in the manga. Also, a little update after I watched it, I think episode 18 or 19, the most recent one, and I watched it, and not gonna lie, this anime is special, bro, because I'll be honest, I didn't like him at all, but now I actually kind of do, because in the latest episode, he had like one of these crazy moments, and you can tell that this was his episode because he had a flashback, he saw in the future, all that type of stuff, and you see what would happen if he doesn't pass, and you know what, he passes, and he even came to the realization that, hey, he'll happily play the villain role to Isagi, and he will score his goal no matter what, and so he won't fall behind him and become the best striker as well too. Hey, they know how to write these characters, man. That's all I gotta say. I heavily respect what it takes to maintain this King mentality, and every anime needs a great villain, and looks like he'll be the one in this Blue Lock series, so at least so far. I don't know who's gonna come in the future. The moment this guy appeared on my screen in Blue Lock, I knew he was going to be an issue because not even just the character design is a little different, but you know, it's a little unique as well too, but just the way he carries himself, man. Have you ever seen like an anime character that was like, damn, this nigga's caught already and he ain't done nothing yet? Yep, that's basically how I felt about Nagi. It's always the stoic and quiet characters, and to be the coolest ones, I swear. Nagi is a highly skilled character who gives off a mysterious presence and also has like a big ass ego but doesn't show it like that. He talks trash, but he could definitely back it up, and his ego is so high that he gets bored with the other competition because he knows he'll easily beat them. Which, Jesus, man, like, what a flex already, man. But he only met his match when facing Isagi and his team later on in the anime. And this is where he learns that there are other people like him in Blue Lock, and he is ready to play more matches like this one. He doesn't really express that, but you know, he definitely shows it in a way. And I also like how he went out of his way to like say that, hey, you're interested and you want to play with Isagi, you know, because you want to learn more about his skills and the other people's skills, you know, and bring more of a challenge. I like that he loves to challenge himself in his organization. I actually can say that he might be my favorite character in the show. Every time he does an insane move or score a goal in a creative way, when he does this, woo, that shit is hard, bro. And then every time he does it and he talks his shit in the most calm way, I know niggas get pissed, bro. I mean, oh my God, I would be so pissed. I'll probably just fight the nigga, honestly. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I just start throwing hands. But yeah, I think he left a strong impression on me. And also, I definitely like this newly formed duo, him and Isagi in the second selection, man. I can't wait to see where this goes. So the ones I talked about earlier was pretty much the highlights of the video, but there are other great ring characters in this anime too, such as Ryo, who is a skilled player as well, but relies too much on Nagi, which explains why in the backstory. And we see it backfires when episodes later, we see this nigga Nagi dropped his ass and to go play with Isagi. And this dilemma caused Ryo to feel betrayed and seeks to get revenge on Nagi for dropping him. And I think that he's trying to like find his true character and what makes him so special about himself. Like I said, he knows that he's skilled, but like he relies too much on somebody else to carry his way to, you know, throughout the stuff such as the Blue Lock and his team in the first selection or the first arc. And yeah, we see him trying to figure his way, and like we see that he goes off in the matchup with Nagi, man. Like we see him actually challenge Isagi and get him off his, his usual stuff, right? And we see that he has potential. Like that's the thing about him, he has great potential, but like he just has to find a way. Once he finds it, he'll be alright. That's all I gotta say. You also got Yoichi, who's literally Bakugo, but more angry and also determined to be great in the blue lock as well. Jesus, he needs like a chill pill because he literally screams every time he's on the screen, man. It gets But anyways, Atoshi was probably the most dominant player we've seen so far in anime, and vows to play his brother, who's already successful and playing in the big leagues. And I can't wait to see how that goes, because man, when I saw him kick that goal middle of the field, I was like, oh yeah, GG's, bro. Like, you not touching this nigga. Then we also have the twins, who are easily the most annoying goddamn characters in the show, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, they literally just thrive off being a jerk, bro. It's so annoying. Oh god, I hate him so much. Go, I could just, honestly, those people I'll probably fight the most in this little, I swear. Isagi, hey, I don't know how he did it, but I would easily, bro. I could just sneak that. You got Quan, who would do whatever it takes to go forward in the blue lock, whether that's backstabbing the whole team. Z, which is very risky as hell, too, and yeah. That was a great episode as well, too, man. Like, I got some great scenarios that happen in this show. You got Naruhaya, who honestly surprised me with this development. I truly thought he was going to be one of those silly characters, a little bit of like a bit of comedic relief to the show. But it's revealed later in the series his true intentions of being a dick and talking shit to Isagi in order to sneak his way through the second selection. And for spoiler reasons, I won't tell you how that goes, but it did show insight to his backstory and the reason why he chose to be in the blue lock. Simply because his family became poor and some more dark things happened to the family, but he wanted to become, wealthy and help his family out. Which reminds me of like a certain character, a different character from another anime soccer show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there are plenty of others in this anime that has interesting stories, but one thing for sure I would say about the specialties of Blue Lock is it casts the characters all have different stories, and that's what makes the story so like nice to see in Blue Lock, because they all have one goal, is becoming the greatest striker, and seeing where they come from, how they come from, their different traits, their different skills, all playing into this anime and this whole Blue Lock organization. It's honestly a great thing to see. So yeah.
Epilogue.
Oh, hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. See, okay, I know I was gonna read the Blue Lock manga a while back because I got spoiled a little bit, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I was waiting for some episodes to stack up, and now I'm currently binging the anime, so yeah, I was gonna probably like read it afterwards. But honestly, I got like enough of my manga read list right now. I'm reading like 4 different series right now, and I'm taking my sweet time with it, because if you don't know and why I haven't been making like anime videos like that, I'm making gaming videos in the past recent weeks because I got a little burnt out. I don't know if I said it before in the video, but I got a little burnt out with the anime. I haven't had time to just like sit down and watch it, so that's why you see like lack of anime analysis videos. And the ones I did, I just did like a while back, so yeah. But I'm getting back into the anime now, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a temporary, like 2 weeks, when I wasn't watching. But now I'm getting back into it, and I'm glad y'all are here. Y'all still supporting me no matter what I do, so shout out to y'all. Now, like I said, I got another channel. I'm putting more of my gaming stuff on there, but for now, and especially in the next coming weeks, I'm going to do different anime. Oh, so I hope you enjoyed the video, man. Yeah, I know, like, okay, so I told you I was going to read the manga for Blue Lock a while back, but I just haven't, because honestly, I've been a little burnt out with like anime and stuff. Like, I haven't watched anime like that. That's why you haven't seen that many anime analysis videos or different reviews. I've been doing gaming videos like to, be more consistent, but I recently got back into it, man. I just need like a little break, honestly. And I haven't finished some animes, and I'm gonna be doing videos about those soon. But I just wanna let y'all know that I will be reading the manga soon and stuff like that. But I've reading like 4 different ones right now. One of them is Villain Saga, which I will be doing another video about that too. Stay tuned. But yeah, I just been burnt out, but luckily I got back into it. Sometimes you need like a little break from different things, so you won't get like overly burnt out, you know what I'm saying? Like, just not do it no more and have no fun with it. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that thank you for supporting me lately, and I've been doing different videos, but thank you for watching those and supporting those too. And I got more heat on the way, I got more anime videos, and make sure you subscribe to my second channel, or my new, my new channel, because I will be doing more gaming content on there, and some won't make the main channel. Like, I'll probably do once every 3 weeks, or so, not 3 weeks, like once every week or 2 weeks. Different, like a big gaming video, but like smaller ones, the ones that are like, a little short, probably on the second channel. I'm trying to grow that as well too, and it's gonna be a lot, but I'm down to do it. I'm dedicated to this, man, so I'm really excited to see where that goes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for support, and make sure you subscribe too. 10K on the way, man. I can't wait. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.